everyone, welcome to English class. In the last class, we have enjoyed a poem, The Echoing Green by William Blake. In that poem, there was a reflection of human relationship with the nature. And in this class, we are going to deal with another poem, which is entitled A Trek Through the Himalayas by Srinjay Chakravarti. And here also we will come across human and nature. That is the relationship between human and nature. In this poem, the poet takes us through a journey which most of us may only dream about. That is, the poet is actually talking about his experiences of the difficult trek, his experiences of the difficult journey through the mighty Himalayas. To the beginning stanzas. The journey lasts for days and days. We trek up valley, hill, and slope. We carry with ourselves the hope to traverse strange, untrodden ways. We enter now a world of clouds. Along the way, we hear the call of mountain wind and waterfall. The pallid mist is spreading shrouds. The poet begins the poem by describing their journey. He says that the journey lasts for days and days. It is not just one day, but a number of days. It takes a number of days in order to reach at the peak of Himalayan mountains. And they had to travel through valleys, hills, and slopes. And the poet also says that when they were traveling, they were also carrying a lot of hopes along with them when they are traveling on the strange and untrodden ways. Untrodden means the path which are not having been walked on. They have been traveling all these strange ways, these untrodden ways, journeying through valley, hill, slopes for a number of days in order to reach up to the peak of the Himalayan mountains. And as they climb up and up the peaks, they could walk around the clouds. And the poet also says that they could also hear the sound of mountain wind and waterfall. And he could also see the mist spreading all around when he was climbing up the mountains. Two stanzas. At last we reach the final peak. The summit beckons us to come. The air is cold, our feet are numb. We climb to reach the grail we seek. The path is steep and narrow there. It snakes its way. These stairs of stone now mark the route we make our own. The sunshine gilds the lucid air. Here, the poet says that at last they have reached the peak, and the snow-covered summit at far is beckoning, is calling them to strive and go forward. The snow-covered peak of the mountain seems to be calling them in order to move forward, in order to strive. And as they travel through these snow-laden path, the air is very cold and their feet has become numb. But still, they are not ready to give up. They just continued their journey through those snow-laden path in order to reach up to the peak of Himalayan mountains. The poet also says that the path through which they have traveled, they had to face a lot of difficulties. The path that they have traveled were steep, were narrow, it was a twisted paths and stairs of stones. And now it marks the route that they have made it by themselves. He's talking about the lot of difficulties that he had to face when he was climbing up the Himalayan mountains. And here comes the last stanza. The peak is stark with gelid snow. We look where sky and earth have merged. From high above, our souls are perched, forgotten lie the world below. And here the poet says that finally they have reached the peak of the mountain, which is covered with cold snow. And they are actually glorified, they are actually happy with the achievement. They are happy after reaching at the peak of the mountain, at the top of the Himalayan mountain. And they could see the from there at the peak, from the peak of the mountain, they could see the highest point where the earth and the sky were beautifully merged. And they could also see the world that they have left behind. From the top of the mountain, they could see the point at which the earth and the sky is being beautifully merged. And they could also see the world that they have left behind. That is, the poet felt like the world had been forgotten because they felt that, or the poet or the travelers felt light and satisfied after reaching at the top of the mountain. All their bad deeds and bad thoughts had been left behind, and they felt cleansed in the sunshine at the peak of the mountain. It they felt like all their bad thoughts and bad deeds have been left behind when they reached at the top of the Himalayan mountain. So, in short, we can say that this poem, A Trek Through the Himalayas by Srinjay Chakravarti, the poet is taking us for a journey. He is sharing his experience about the difficult journey through the mighty Himalayas. He is sharing the difficulties that he had overcome when he was climbing the Mount Everest or the Himalayan mountain, and also the feeling that he and the other fellow travelers had after reaching at the top of the Himalayan mountain. Hope you all have enjoyed this poem, and thank you so much for listening.